really. The main campaign is on break until January of 2024, in case people watch this from the past, from the future. I'm taking time to make sure everything in the city the main group of the Unbowed is going into is as good as possible. So tonight we're running a little pretty combat-focused one-shot, set in a part of the world that they have not explored yet, and most people aren't even aware exists. So, let us begin. High above the strifes and tribulations of Rudaur and all the worlds of Bogren Malong that people just try their best to survive in. Above the clouds, as close to the edge of the veil as you can get, lie the floating lands of Yagdrun. A scattered smattering of floating islands powered by arcane magical stone born of an ancient pact between the gods of sky and earth. It was intended to be a safe haven for the folk below while the world recovered from the fell. But it has attained something of a life of its own in the thousands of years since, and its own peoples and rules and its own troubles, too. And it's one such trouble that we find our particular gang dealing with tonight. So, the scene is mid-morning. Rosk's light shining brightly on a crisp, very bright blue sky that stretches on in every direction, with no change beyond a few smatterings of cloud. A lone skyship, floating into charted waters that few have ever had good reason to go into. This particular crew, well, they're on a mission, investigating the source of a rather peculiar event. And a land with no solid terra firma, and very little of it to go around anyway. Fresh water is a valuable resource, and lately, it's not been going where it should. Water meant to fall from the sky is now rising back up into it. Rivers flowing back upwards, going up into the air and disappearing, leaving drought and desolation in many places. Our little crew of corsairs here have been contracted to search for clues, and after a few frantic days of searching across multiple islands, they have found what they believe to be the source. An ancient, distant island near the edge of the known map. And home to the Rita Cataract. A massive tower of stone with a waterfall too big to put into words. Believed at the very top to be a gateway to the Fathom Way, the realm of water. Few ever venture here, and fewer still return. But, as you guys are approaching, you can pretty clearly see a waterfall flowing in reverse up into the cloud cover beyond. So, who would like to introduce yourselves first on the deck of this ship?
I will.
The most
All right.
paralyzing question the DM can ask.
Taking note of their position with a map that she's currently making like annotations to. Is relatively tall, moth person, Magora, as they're called up here. Oh my god, I froze. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Mentamore is a Megora resembling a death's head moth with the signature skull-esque pattern on her back. But in addition to that is a very long, winding scar that starts around that same position and comes around her body and goes up one of her arms. In addition to a very large sun hat covering her antenna and drooped over her eyes, as the sunlight can be a kind of harsh for her people. That's her.
All right. So, Mentamore, you are on the deck of the ship.
Yes. Making notations on a map.
All right. You are beholding a massive column of what almost appears to be once carved white stone that has long since eroded from the repetitive and constant exposure to roaring water. As the waterfall normally would reach its bottom, it puffs out into water vapor and just scatters out into the sky like a carpet. But at this exact moment, it is funneling upwards to the very top.
She squeaks in oh god, why are my words not working tonight? In distress, and she calls out for the rest of their little party. I believe we have an issue.
All right. Anyone like to go next?
Sure. Buzzing out from the interior of the ship where she's been working. Not very tall, kind of short compared to others. A wasp comes buzzing out, red-winged, red-eyed, kind of wiping their hands clean of whatever gunk from the working on the inside of the ship. And is that the ship's name?
You guys can decide that.
So the kind of flies out, dressed up, has a breastplate. Equipment is kind of glowing with lines of like almost like circuitry lines, not quite Tron-like, but still kind of pulsing with energy. They fly out with the look up at it and goes, well, yeah, that would be considered a problem.
All right, two buggos.
Indeed.
All right, let's shake things up a bit. Can I have one of the others step forward then, whoever you'd like to?
Sure. I like to go next. That's all right.
Sure.
Join us.
So, heeding the call coming from the galley, steps a figure, throwing open the doors in a display of power. Each step rocking the ship slightly as this huge hulking figure, spreading wings that cast a deep shadow across the deck. You know, a cruelly hooked beak with blades running down it. This great and mighty, still calling them Aarakocras, right?
The name is the Nithorn.
Sorry.
All good.
Nithorn. This mighty warrior of a Nithorn, you know, fueled by battle, great, broad shape, dressed in simple leathers, wielding two massive battle axes nearly as tall as he is. You know, one of which covered in runes, and the other is more simple and just acts as a partner to the more magical one. And as we pivot, Doombeak steps onto the deck, and we pivot further, and we zoom out, and he shuffles up his head barely coming up to this moth lady's knee.
Oh my god, what?
You chose a small one, didn't
Mm-hmm. Welcome to
Oh my
Doombeak.
god!
With a long beak
Oh
for
my
his
god!
name.
This is the best.
A
I'm
hummingbird?
so happy.
He is indeed a hummingbird. He
Oh,
is
no
a
wonder he's so
tooth-billed. He is a tooth-billed hummingbird, if you know what that is.
Oh,
Yeah.
They have a
Yeah.
hooked beak at the end and teeth running all the way down their bills.
Ah.
oh my god.
They kind of have
Oh.
they almost have pterosaur vibes when you look really closely.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
look completely fucked up. The only thing actually big about him when he speaks is he has a deep, resounding voice, which I can't do. Just imagine he sounds like Keith David. It's like, oh, now what did you see coming off the mist, my dear speaker? Yeah. Call to battle? Yes?
That is what we were sent out here to deal with, I believe.
Mm.
It looks, it's quite the unusual sight.
Well, I've never fought a waterfall before.
We're
Could
not
be
fighting
fun.
the waterfall.
Well, that's failure talk.
No, we're stopping the waterfall from rising.
Exactly, we're fighting it.
Okay. DZ, would
Just perched a little bit up on an alcove. He's already been there this entire time. Smoking a long pipe out from the side of his beak is another of the Nithorn, but he is more styled after a red-crowned crane. He's kind of he's balancing on one leg, cross-legged. He's just kind of been smoking his pipe and observing the waterfall. And most distinctly, he has iron wings,
Oh.
Hmm.
Okay.
which in the wind and as he kind of moves, they kind of clink and rustle together. Those are prosthetic limbs.
That's cool.
Are they like full on a replica of a bird's wing, or are they more like jet or mechanical-ish?
They're kind of like a fan. They're each kind of folded up like a fan at the moment.
Rad. Sorry. Mechanical
Yeah.
wings are piss wizard of mine.
Yeah, they're kind of folded up like fans, both of them. And this is Surosh.
Ooh.
Takes a long inhale the pipe, blows it out. Yes, it's not something you see every day.
It's not. It would be quite exciting if we didn't need to stop it.
Oh, this will be fun.
I guess I am the last one.
Step forth.
So, well, all of you have been gathering on the deck. A third Nithorn just kind of steps up behind you and stands there. Does not say anything or move. And he's just standing behind you until you notice that he's there. He has a stealth of 8. So,
I mean,
Just a passive loom.
if you
I'm
want to roll
also
to see
very
me, you can
sneaky.
go for it.
okay.
Hey, there it
It
is.
returns.
I'm
Oh, guys. No, guys. No, guys.
God.
The sneakiest of birds.
Cursed.
You are
I'm so-
literally blending into the wood grain of the ship.
So as he's standing there waiting for somebody to notice him, he's observing the waterfall silently, and he is, I would describe him as round and fluffy. He is based on a gray-eared nightjar, so he looks kind of like toothless with bright yellow highlights. Like even his yellow feathers are more saturated than a normal ones, and his eyes, when you look into them, they have swirling lit up bits in them. They're not
Very
all
nice.
black.
My God, they do just look like Toothless. Never made that connection.
Look at it.
Yeah, they're fun little birds. I mean, all those frogmouth and nightjars are, but they're very fun.
Standing there, blending in with his brown, kind of non-noticeable leathers. He's not very ostentatious about anything that he wears. He is carrying a fairly fancy crossbow, but that is the only thing about him that has any, distinctiveness besides himself. And he's just standing there observing the
Gotcha.
waterfall until somebody notices him. Which will be never, apparently.
I think we've established, yeah.
It's certainly
All right.
unnatural.
Slowly turns to the words coming from midair.
What?
What's their name?
Eurokos.
Ah,
Oh, Eurokos, you've joined us. Lovely.
I've been here.
Gaius, the voice from nowhere.
Why can you not see me? I don't understand. What's the
You
matter
are
with your
quite
eyes?
sneaky, you see.
I ask that
Oh.
to many who do not flee before my might.
Oh, well, you see, my eyes are actually quite sensitive, so I need to be very careful not to overtax them.
I will keep that in mind and try to make more noise then.
Thank you. Just please don't make too much noise.
I will keep
My
that in
excuse is that I've stared into one too many lightning strikes.
mind. That will also do it. That is very
Alright.
bad for your health, and you should stop doing that.
Are your eyes still functioning?
You,
Who says they do?
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
brave storm fighter, that one.
Concerning.
How about
Well-
we land this thing?
I believe we should, yes.
All right. It is thankfully near the lower end of the massive structure near the cloud cover. You actually can see a decent sized little outcropping and alcove with some green grass growing on it, some natural corals and the like growing. To describe in this place a lot of the setting, there is a lot of grass, but it also kind of has a coral highlands from Monster Hunter vibe in a lot of places.
Ooh, hell yeah.
There are lots of floating jellyfish and the like that move around.
I was imagining the islands had a Coral Highlands feel in places, but
It's nice to have my
All right.
mental image solidified.
Hmm.
Yeah.
This place is very pretty looking. It's hard to deny, but even with the water flowing upward, it is very relaxing. But at the same time, you also have been sent to stop something, and you believe that this is the source of it. So, The ship docks and is anchored. You depart out onto the terra firma. The ground is hard, wet, and cold, but overall, not too bad. It is solid and not slick, so you're all able to walk and clack on your little clawed feet. So every single one of you has little clawed feet.
Yeah.
It's just
Mm-hmm.
little tippy tap toes.
Tippy tap.
I'm going to paste that here for everybody.
Ooh.
Just as a recap. What?
Oh, yes.
Yep. Yep. You guys are free to discuss and talk amongst yourselves as you make your way up. You realize that this place very likely was maintained once upon a time, likely by the folks who constructed the planar gate. There are signs of a sort of monastic structures along the way, various shrines and gardens, though they have long been abandoned and allowed to grow beyond their bounds or have eroded away under the endless torrents. But there
Is this place
is
mapped?
mapped. A very, very old maps are aware of it, but it's not been visited in quite some time.
Okay.
It's very
Yeah.
out of the way.
Yeah, as they're walking, she pulls out some parchment
Hmm.
and starts, like, mapping the way they're going.
Absolutely.
Yes, I'm curious. Since we obviously knew about this place on edge of very old maps, but we knew to come here. What is known about this cataract?
From what you had been told by the folks who had contracted you, they are. What is known about it is that, as I was mentioned before, it was originally meant to be the location of a planar gate to the Fathom Way, meant to provide fresh water for these floating islands. Up at the top, supposedly, is a massive round planar portal of sorts that water is endlessly pouring out of. It is massive in scale, and it was once maintained, but if it still is, there's no evidence of it out to be seen by your eyes.
And is this the only one of its kind?
Only one of this size. Other wizards and arcanists and the like on some of the larger islands have replicated it on a smaller scale to provide more local water, but this brings a lot of the rain to this region, as well as providing enough water in the air for some of the skyfish to be able to move about.
Sky crabs.
Oh, there are sky crabs.
Imagine
Do you
it's
think this could be... Sorry, Raven.
sorry. I was tangent off on the sky crabs. Go ahead.
Oh, do you think this could be planar in nature?
I can check if you want. That is why you brought me on this one.
You? As much information as we can get going in would be very useful.
Yeah, it's just a feature that I have. Detect portal. If it's within 1 mile of me, I know it's there.
Oh, instantaneous, loud and clear, like a tornado siren.
The answer is yes.
Oh no.
I'll check. Yes.
Yes.
That's concerning.
I'm just imagining, like, I'm not sure. Let me check. It's like you turn on your phone, it just screams at you. It's like, there appears to be.
Just
It's like
imagine that it's more like they flip their head open like the fucking Muppet they are, and like inhale to smell the portal. God, those things are horrible Muppets.
They really
Check
are.
the Geiger counter. Oh shit! It instantly blew out the speaker.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna. I had the same thought. A one-note Geiger counter.
Just turn it on, and it's like when Homer got hooked up to the lie detector, just instantly explodes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you for that knowledge, Vivi. I don't like
Oh,
it.
lovely. I love it.
Skyders.
As a player, I enjoy the flavor, but as a person who has to imagine horrible fire-breathing spiders now, I don't.
Spiders.
Yeah, everybody. The good thing is you can see the skyders coming pretty fast.
I think we're actually seeing them coming, or
None
Or is
right
it just
now,
like-
no.
okay.
The only thing you can find even remotely similar to fauna are little sun jellies flitting about here and there,
Tasty.
Fair.
which are
Ooh,
tiny.
okay.
They're the size of a biscuit.
Ooh,
Oh, I do hope I'm able to get this map back to a settlement. It'd be oh so useful.
Well, at the very last minute, you could always turn it into a paper airplane and throw it.
Huh. She like taps her where her chin would be. Do you think they'd make it anywhere?
Maybe.
It would end up somewhere eventually.
But would they know it's a map?
of course. You make such grand and amazing maps. How could they see it for nothing else?
Oh, thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. I went to
Speak the
say your
truth,
name
but-
and started dying. I'm sorry. That's
If it
very
helps, I
sweet of
can-
you.
That was in character too.
If it
Dang.
helps, I can give you his nickname.
No, it's fine. That's very sweet of you,
Doomy?
Doomy.
One must imagine it with the voice of the Smash Bros. Announcer, Doombeak.
Yes.
That's how
D-
it sounds in his head when he announces himself.
Like, his intro's literally how he sees himself. A fucking kaiju.
That is how
Yeah,
hummingbirds
it's
see
very
themselves.
sweet of
So
you,
on
Doomy.
brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I still have much I need to improve on.
Of course. For nothing to improve, there would be no life. So let's go beat things, get better at it.
Yes, let's. I'm quite
Splendid.
excited to find out what it is.
All right. So as you
Yes.
venture further up, the walk taking quite some time actually, you begin to realize just the sheer scale of this place. And as you venture further, you do happen upon some little various bits of life and signs of it beyond plants. There are some corals, more sky jellies flitting about. Some of them have matured into their adult Medusa stages. Some of them are still polyps on the ground, which kind of look like anemone fronds that glow like the sun at a glance.
Oh.
And beyond that, not a terrible lot of things, though if people want, they can roll a perception check.
Please.
Okay. I am very good at these. So watch me
I
fuck
am
it up.
not.
Wait, when did I roll a natural 20 investigation? What?
The fuck?
Just
When
now.
did I roll that?
Phantom
Popped
roll.
up just now.
This, but
It's a reverse 12.
God damn you. I'd ask if I could use that roll, but then that's not perception, and I have no fucking idea how I rolled that one.
That's fine.
That's interesting. That's interesting. So,
I
looking
should have not rolled
about,
that 19.
you should hurricane. Looking about, you don't see anything right away, but eventually you start seeing some flitting things moving around near the falls. some orangey shapes moving back and forth, about, I'd say, about the size of a cat. For real world comparison, but eventually, Eurokos, you managed to spot it first, but the others do shortly afterwards. You see these little guys flitting in and about, a whole little school of them, as soon as it uploads. Come on, now you can do it. You got this.
You can do it.
There we go.
Oh, Zangy.
It's horrible.
Oh no.
Zangy.
Angie. What is
Yeah.
that?
Bizarre. These, as far as you're aware, are just known as sky carp.
Scarp.
Huh. That's scarp.
Oh no. I haven't read the Ryoko stuff, but me knowing certain things about mythology, we're in trouble, people.
Yeah. Do
Oh,
we
yeah,
know?
the-
Do we know if those are dangerous?
No, they are, unless like one of them jumps up into the ship and like rams into you on accident. They don't do that often. You have to scare them. Typically, they are brave enough and pretty indiscriminate about what they eat. They can actually be welcomed by some because they'll eat like sky barnacles off the bottoms of ships. Garnacles.
Oh. Scarnacle. God damn.
The gnomes.
So
and
they're known
NPCs.
to be harmless.
Yep. These likely are just swimming around here because it's just the closest source of food.
Okay. Oh, harmless creatures.
It's like just watching them.
Some of them are watching you, just mouths gaping in and out like any carp would, and then they just scatter and swim away into the flowing upwards cataracts.
Fascinating
Shit.
creatures.
Shame. That's quite tasty.
Well, we could always try and catch one to try later.
Of course. Not like they could outfly us.
No, they couldn't.
It's merely a question of how you want it cooked.
That
Let's
is a
try
dilemma.
something new tonight.
Slow cook or flash fry? I'm flexible.
What? A slow cook sounds wonderful. God, you're making me hungry.
Vez looks over to Eucharis and was like, "Are they really talking about dinner right now?"
you just watch. You just watch your Karos, Eurokos. He just kind of watches the carp fly away and goes, I could eat one right now. I don't need to cook it. It will just fit in my mouth.
Vez just buzzes ahead silently.
Of course,
really
I
only
will be
one-
talking about dinner. It's one of those things you look forward to in life.
Of course.
Right after a hearty battle, there should be a heartier meal.
Need to eat well to fight well. I do not see the problem.
Nope.
Why, I'm well aware that I might not survive this ordeal, this upcoming ordeal. I do hope I do, and I would like to think positively on the future.
Nonsense. You will live into legend. Like we all.
Oh, I doubt that.
Legends have
For
to
Dude,
die.
myself.
for a
I
good
mean-
giant roach.
Legends never die.
They
I could go for a giant roach, actually.
they
Yeah.
have to die, or they won't be legends. They'll just be living people that you can speak to. There is
for yourself.
genuine
Suppose
confusion.
I suppose that is true. And I
Speak
can't
for
say
yourself.
I can't say I've had a giant roach. How do they taste?
Sorry, I was
Eating a giant roach.
oh, I was yawning. Sorry.
Ro-
Like,
roach chips.
I mean, seeing how my bearded dragon loved, those probably would be a thing. But depends. They're good either dried or juicy.
Oh. Getting weird.
All right. As you get up further still into things, you do arrive at one larger exposed area. The coral forming a sort of natural barrier and allowing the water to pool into a pond of sorts. Here you find a little bit more variety of life. The first and foremost things you see are giant tardigrades the size of walruses.
Oh, okay.
Now that looks like it could use some lemon and butter.
Water bears.
Yep, they are sauntering around like hippos in the shallows, just moving about, mingling, bottom feeding, doing whatever they can, just living.
Oh, such wonderful looking creatures. Quite hardy.
You see one of them move forwards to a rather large lily pad-like plant on the surface of the pond. And as it reaches to pluck for it, said plant explodes in a burst of loud sound and knocks it backwards.
Oh my god.
Hearing a strange sort of mix of grunt and whistle, the tardigrade awkwardly shumbles off as fast as it can go. Shumbles is a word.
Shambles is a word, yes.
Shamble shumble. What's the point of language if you can't start making up new words?
Do it all the time.
Oh, what was that?
If anyone wants, I can roll a nature check.
Sure.
Yeah.
Should be
19
good
is
at this.
good.
Yeah, I didn't take nature. I took investigation.
8.
For some reason, but
New sight for you? Okay. Ah,
I've good
Surash.
stats, but I'm not rolling most of it this time.
Oh my god.
All right, so the only one of you who would immediately know firsthand. Some of you recognize reading about plants with more explosive defense mechanisms, but Surash, it instantly comes to you what this is. They are known as dragon lilies, named after the fabled creatures of the world below. They are known to have a rather explosive means of dispersing their seeds, and I mean that quite literally. If you attempt to eat any of their flowering pods, they detonate into a burst of seeded shrapnel that sinks into the hide of said water bear, and then later is dispersed into the soil when it tries to scratch them off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It is actually not that unusual for them to detonate so many seeds, from larger ones at least, into a water bear that it can kill it slowly, which just results in composting for them to grow even more hardy. It's the circle of life. The only other thing you can see flitting about on the surface are small, well, I say small, but they could fit in the palm of your hand, barely. Water strider-like creatures moving about. These, with those nature rolls from before, are known as floss spiders.
Ooh, that's a fun name.
They're not technically spiders or floss. They actually kind of resemble sponge sugar in their texture a little bit.
Oh.
They are
Correct.
little nectar fiends. They drink like crazy creatures, and they are currently swarming around these lilies, the one that just exploded open, and drinking up the spilled nectar in the water. Just sipping it up like little crazy creatures.
Only going after the ones that have already detonated.
Yep.
Considering the diet of the bird that I am based on, that looks like candy.
They
Same.
taste like candy.
Like, if one gets anywhere close, like within like dash distance of 50, 60 feet,
Mhm.
Doombeep will rocket off, grab it in his long spite fucking nonsense beak, and just gulp it down like in seconds. Like, just there 1 minute, gone the next.
Pretty easy to do.
I could probably get over there. My dash is 90 feet.
Yeah, you could manage to do that easily enough.
I have more
You'd have to be-
self-control than I think Raven's character does.
God, no, he's a hummingbird.
Yeah, he's got to eat.
You have to, or I'll go into a coma.
It's like the only reason
Hungry.
he didn't. It's like the only reason he didn't try to fight the water bears is we have a mission.
Just imagining you carrying around like cartons of energy drinks now. I have to, or I'll die.
Nah, it's why he's walking. It's so he's, storing up his energy.
Are there any shrines up on this level?
Along the way you have gone up, they have all been very deteriorated and eroded by time, but you do manage to find some shrines, mostly dedicated to various creatures found within the Fathom Way of exceptional power. You see the fabled Marids, for example. Fish-headed creatures with no legs.
Considering we are dealing with a portal to the Fathom Way, it would pay dividends to look at these shrines.
I suppose they could be related.
That is a good idea.
All right. So you approach the nearest one on your path. If people want, they can roll investigations or religion checks to attempt to deduce any potential lessons from this thing.
Investigation, I am pretty good at.
That's a good one. Another good one.
I'm not good at either of these.
Same, just pick one.
Oh, dang.
Oh.
18. Religion.
The one who had the idea in the first place rolls the lowest. Dang.
What the fuck?
Staggering. This is fascinating already. So, as you approach the shrine, it is very weathered and hard to see much of anything. So for the taller ones among you, it's a little harder. But the short stacks, as well as those who are slightly better at bending down, you manage to find a few still somewhat intact inscriptions on the sides. Depictions of various creatures and the like. It showcases what appears to be martial arts patterns of sorts.
Oh.
One of which showcases a monk of some kind conjuring a water tendril that takes the shape of a roaring serpent of some kind.
Do I recognize that?
With the roll that you did with the religion, it's not a first-hand thing you're aware of, but you can tell that these are clearly elemental monks who practiced a somewhat different art than your own.
Oh. This looks like this belonged to elemental monks.
Perhaps
They were
you
able
could-
to meld the magic of the elements with their fists.
I haven't seen any monks on our trip up.
You haven't?
Not since we landed here, no.
You
Present
have not
company
seen-
excluded, of course.
Oh, okay.
If monks did live here, they're long gone.
Perhaps we
Definitely
should
looks
make.
like it.
Perhaps we should make rubbings of these depictions for the monks back home, so they can know of their illustrious legacy.
It's not a bad idea.
Yes.
She shuffles around some papers. May I do that, Vivi?
Absolutely. No check required.
Yeah.
Anything else you can glean?
From this particular shrine, no.
Afraid not. It's just does seem to be commemorating some of their techniques, perhaps.
Let us see what the others can offer.
Yes, let's.
All right. Proceeding further up, you find another shrine after a few minutes of walking. This one depicting, similar to what was in the inscription below, what appears to be a serpentine form coiled around things. Not something immediately recognized, but if people like, they can roll investigation or religion checks yet again.
Let's go with religion because that's funny.
Wow.
4.
the
Investigation, because I'm better.
And you keep rolling well.
Funny. All right.
I think I get like blinded by the sun.
Yep. All right. So no one immediately recognizes what the creature is or what its significance is. But let's see. Yep. Bez, you are the only one who notices this. There is a little chipped piece of the creature's sculpture that has fallen off from beneath the chin and landed on the ground below.
Okay, scoop that up.
Oh.
It is
What do you have
smooth,
there?
very eroded, very polished stone that appears to be in the shape of a scale of some kind.
Stone scale.
Could perhaps it be a serpent of some kind?
But no one here is aware exactly of what this creature actually is that is being depicted. It appears elemental in nature, with no solid form known or seen, just appears like a serpent made of water.
Symbolic, do you think, or literal?
Well, considering the water, how the water is acting currently, it could be very literal.
A creature like that, he's gonna stick his head out the window looking at the reverse waterfall. Whatever it was clearly important to these people.
But these people are gone now.
And yet the creature may yet remain. On to the next shrine, I think.
Yes.
Alrighty. So, you, after realizing this next walk is a decent stretch, and you arrive at the point where you start entering into the upper cloud banks. So vision gets a little bit distorted, the air gets a little more wet, it gets windier. And the final shrine you manage to find is easily the most eroded of the lot. But, if you like, religion or investigation checks of your choice to see what you may glean.
Let's try again. 14.
Okay.
Another 23.
All right.
That's more like it.
Goddamn.
All right. This one is too faded for any of you to make out any concrete details. There appear to be illustrations and inscriptions of some kind, but they have quite literally been lost to the elements.
Water eroded.
Yep. Water and wind. But as you pass this shrine and look out beyond, let me see, make sure. You find a surprising clearing and a very clear view up above of the just absolutely gargantuan circular planar gate. You're looking at it from the other side. So it looks like you're just looking out into the sky beyond with water rushing into it and disappearing.
Oh.
Hundreds of feet high. But the land before you, looking down, is surprisingly serene. In fact, quite moving. You guys would be up her.
Oh, this is quite the sight.
Oh, this would be a fine place to meditate.
I agree.
It is very
Oh my
wet.
god.
Let's see here. Yeah, that's perfect. This place looks like it was designed both by nature and possibly by guided hands, given the elemental monks that likely were once here. It is beautiful to behold. Everything seems almost sculpted with how smooth it is. Massive lilies grow here and there, massive pools of crystal, deep, clear water. But you do notice it's not entirely perfect. There are a few fallen trees here and there.
Gonna take a brief sample of the water, see how it tastes.
Best water you've ever had in your life. If you sold this shit, you'd make a killing.
Suppose it's straight from the source.
Yeah? I guess this is the freshest water can possibly be here. How's it taste?
Superb.
Oh. Just scurry over and take a sip of the water.
I'll flap over here, look over there.
Not all is right in paradise, it seems. We have some broken trees.
Odd. Odd.
He's very much doing a hopscotch kind of movement, as the crane do.
Yeah.
Of course.
Just all four of my legs are just like zipping around.
I didn't realize what your token was, Raven.
Slap.
May I roll a nature to determine how recently fallen this tree is?
Sure.
May I aid?
Already been rolled, and it was a good roll at that. 19. This looks pretty recent. The earth is still pretty freshly upturned. It has not resettled or been blown about with the wind much.
And far as we know, there haven't really been any storms in the area, have there?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Fa-
What is it?
fallen recently. And I wouldn't
Looks
chalk
up
it up
at
to
the-
storms, otherwise there'd be more carnage. Something
Two
broke
books.
this. Something big.
Perhaps our drinker above?
Oh, I hope so.
Oh, that's terrible. Don't call it that. There could be a much better name.
Drinker of the above. Does have a ring to it.
It is better. Hop up on the tree. Scurry across. Can I just do a perception around here?
As you wish.
It's very quiet. 23.
23. All right. Best you can tell, there really is no sign of anything untoward or unwholesome or unholy in this place. Not yet, anyway. Not that you could see. This tree definitely did get violently upturned.
Whatever did this is just.
There's no
not
real
me.
signs of anything. There's no sign of tracks, no sign of any other disturbed earth or water, or much of anything.
Perhaps this was something that could fly. There's no footprints. No sign of it hitting into anything else. Maybe this was something that could fly and it swooped down and hit the tree.
Likely. Those mosaics did depict it as swimming through the air, it seemed.
Do the branches look like something crashed into them?
Well, a few of them do, yes.
I have the potential to be really funny here, but it also might ruin the entire thing.
Well, Ranger, are you going to Ranger?
I will allow a ranger.
The ranger is going to be a really asshole ranger and cast Speak with Plants.
Sure.
You just watch, Yorokos just kind of like hunker down next to this tree. These little plants growing around it, and just start whispering to them like, "Hello, little ones. Can you tell me what happened to this tree?"
All right, these little mushrooms, which in D&D worlds are plants,
Yeah.
they don't really respond as much right away, but then you suddenly do hear a very rasping, "It crushed Spormy. He shall rot on forever. We shall claim its flesh as our own."
Such is the cycle of nature.
Yep.
Can you tell me what killed the tree?
I think we did, technically.
Can you tell me what uprooted the tree? I understand that.
Water.
Water.
Yeah. Delicious water.
Water is delicious. And he kind of looks up from his crouch and goes, water is the answer to what uprooted this tree.
What?
He gestures to the mushrooms and says, "I trust them."
Well, I trust you, so I suppose that it's only fair that I also trust mushrooms.
I don't know why you wouldn't trust mushrooms.
I've never talked to them before.
From my experience, they are silly little creatures.
If you die, I will consume your corpse.
As is the cycle of nature.
As the cycle intends. I know the others all chip in with, as the cycle intends.
None of you can hear this except for me. You just see him nodding his head around to them speaking, and he turns and looks at Siraj. Siraj?
Yeah.
They wanted me to pass along that if you died, they would consume your corpse.
Half of my corpse is fair game, but to beware of the toxic nature of it.
I think they would just like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Most things don't.
Adds a certain zest.
I will tell them though, because that it was very kind of you to offer. And he just turns and says, "Be careful if you eat the moth. She is a little poisonous."
We're into that.
We like the spicy foods.
They said they are into that, so
Oh, lovely. I wouldn't want to kill anyone with my own death.
he stands up.
What was this about water?
He stands up and bids a polite goodbye to the mushrooms, and he goes, "They said it was water that uprooted the tree.
Please die close by.
I will try."
That
Maybe
would
it's
align with the
elemental.
mosaic. That
Maybe it is
serpent
an-
seemed to be made of water.
Maybe it's an elemental and it is attempting to gain more mass.
Hmm. One must wonder if it's been here long enough to be depicted in those shrines. Why the sudden change in behavior? I don't recall the last time the waterfall ever flowed and reversed. Whatever it is, it must be very old, and yet something must have changed.
Agreed.
Perhaps if we find what ails this thing, it will be easier to reverse the issue.
All right.
Let us get a move on then, shall we?
As your talk continues, roll perception checks, everybody.
Alrighty.
25. Very good.
23.
That's me
That
rolling
is
a
apt.
14.
I'm not proficient in it. I'm just, really wise.
Monk.
Monk.
All right. Rolls in these instances. Doombeak, you're the only going to notice this right out of the gate.
Nice.
So as you guys are talking amongst yourselves, discussing and making arrangements about dying near these mushrooms, there is something of a shift. You realize that the cloud cover is beginning to form over top what was once clear skies.
I bet there's that change in atmospheric pressure.
Big time.
Oh my.
Surash's feathers are doing the Ghibli thing.
Yep, the air becomes charged, and it starts to rain heavily.
Be wary, something's coming.
Pulls out an umbrella.
It shouldn't threaten me with such a good time.
Let's say Doombeak will dart underneath a decent-sized leaf. You Totoro it.
Perfect.
My big son. I have my big son hat on. I'm fine.
If you find a big enough mushroom, you could use that as an umbrella.
and you die under it.
I'm going to respond to this rain by asking who would like aid.
I would like aid.
How much you got? Like,
You're
how many of us can you do it on?
You're only gonna it's only gonna hit 3 people, and you're only gonna get 5 to your max hit points, but 5 hit points might be the difference.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be in the front line, of course, so I can pass. If...
That's
I can
super
take it.
beefy. So a 5 more might help.
Yeah, I'll take the 5.
Siraj,
Yeah,
with the other one?
because
Mm-hmm.
Vez is very distinctly a ranged fighter.
Yeah. So
A ranged combatant.
you just watch Yurokos like respond to this by putting claw up in the air and slashing towards all 3 of you. And it just kind of like motes of light hit you in the face.
Oh.
Ooh, animated rain.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah.
It just kicked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had that in the wrong layer. All right.
I've done that.
She tugs her hat
Like,
down.
why
a little
isn't
tighter
everybody
over her.
reacting to the monster that's walking towards them? Oh, it's still on the GM layer. Shit.
She tugs her hat over her antenna a little tighter with the thunder.
Yeah, Vez is wearing a lot of metal, so she's starting to feel a little worried.
The bird with metal wings simply flares them out.
Yeah, you'll be the party lightning rod.
This is
Your lightning
intended.
rod.
Something
As the
approaches.
gods intended.
Well, the mission brief did say there was a strange storm that was attacking the water.
Yeah,
I do believe the storm attacking the water is what stopped it the last time. So
Yeah, that's what I mean.
perhaps there are opposing creatures?
it does not like thunder, and it does or lightning, and it does not like ice.
Eyes up. It could come from any direction.
You just watch Yurokos' eyes widen as big as possible.
Oh, also, actually, could I retroactively say I did something while we were on the boat?
What you planning?
There's a spell that I have a ritual that I could do ritually. Since
Okay.
I had a feeling we would be dealing with water.
Oh,
Okay.
Time to
ritual
go.
water breathing. Can't hurt.
Why not?
Time to go dunking.
Yeah, so I would have used the ritual to do that during the boat trip on the way over here.
That is perfectly fine.
No
All
fish
right.
will evade me.
I was just looking at my spells like, oh, I better get something ready. And it's like, oh, I meant to do that earlier.
Fair.
As the rain comes down more and more, I guess expand this. There we go. Covers the whole map now. Yep. Looking around in every direction, cloud cover growing increasingly heavy and dark and obscuring. Something
Mentamore makes the
Mhm.
squeaking sound that Death's Head do.
Yep. Something moves, long and sinuous, in the river right beneath this fallen tree.
Oh,
It's deep, but you just see little flashes of yellow light snaking its way along.
oh. Does it look like electricity under there?
Just light, as best you can tell.
I'm gonna stick my head in the water.
It has already moved on. It was moving very fast.
Oh, okay. There's a creature. It went this way.
Seconds later,
Oh.
there is the sound of just an erupting geyser. Water just shooting up into the air with a massive amount of torrential force, and it comes down knock over the entire garden in an even greater torrent of rain, obscuring vision to a distance.
Ooh.
But up above in the clearing, near where you came in, you guys, as the water clears, you see a long serpentine form floating up in the air, with its eyes and fins glowing a bright yellow. You see this.
Jesus shit.
Oh
Yep.
my god. What? Oh my god.
Yeah, one of those carps got lucky.
The maiden of the waterfall.
This is gonna be good.
Roll initiative. Actually, it needs to be bigger.
Oh god. It needs to be bigger.
Oh, good. That's what you want your DM to say.
It's finally
This is a very
worthy
narrow
challenge.
map for that big of a thing.
Yeah, oh god. Oh my god, I'm so good at initiative though. Fuck you.
You would go before because I only have a 14 index.
Yeah, I have a 20 index.
Oh,
This
yes.
is a
Hell yes.
Rad track.
Ooh.
It's the white Vitalis theme.
Oh shit.
Hmm.
Oh fuck. Oh god.
I can still only hear "Bring me hot fish." I want hot fish. It's hot. Ah.
I've heard some people say they hear chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
All right. Let's see how well this thing does. All right. All right. It has. Okay. That is a 13.
Okay.
All right. 14.
Most of us didn't roll great.
It's fine.
This will be interesting. So, yeah. All right. Fun times to be had. The creature's fins are glowing. It is staring at you with bright glowing eyes, hissing with the sound of a roaring waterfall. Surash, what do you do?
Going to take the dash action to move all the way over here.
Mhm.
And then I will use my bonus action to enter rage. And
Excellent.
if you do not mind, I will play the sound of bite.
Go for it.
As he is struck by lightning.
Awesome.
I had a feeling.
Abyss Barbarian?
Lightning Vessel Barbarian.
Nice.
One of the better Steinhardts once.
But yeah, he after getting struck by lightning, he's twirling his glaive in a very much a monk ready kind of style.
This will be one for the history books.
And that's end turn.
All right.
I'm actually, it's out of turn, but like this is what the ability lets me do. I'm activating Wolfpack movement.
Ooh.
Basically, anybody who wants to can move up to up to 20 feet, half their movement, in the same direction that DZ just moved.
Oh,
Okay.
Not a lot,
Okay.
but it's not a
Is
lot,
that-
but it'll get us going.
Does that eat a reaction, just to make sure?
I don't believe so.
Oh, nice. That's really good then, if so.
Nope, it's just something I can do.
Excellent. Okay, so yeah, you guys can move up to 20 feet in that direction if you like.
Vez
Alrighty.
is staying where she's at. She's not getting
Technically-
closer.
Technically half movement, but yeah.
Cannot move. more than
I'm
15
gonna get to
motion.
here. Right, that's 20. No.
I can only
Yeah,
use
got
that
it.
once per battle.
Forgot it abruptly cuts off there. That's fine, though.
Yeah,
All right.
20 feet of movement.
All right. So if that activated, that means that it is now Mentamor's turn.
Oh, that's me. Okay. I need to fucking. So, oh no, stay there, Mentamor. With, I can dash with an action, obviously. But can I dash and step of the wind in the same turn?
Yeah, technically you can. You can dash with your action and with your bonus action.
Cool. I'm gonna dash. She just crouches down and then just zooms up to here. And then I'm going to use a discipline point. Mox key sounds so much better, but whatever.
We can just use key.
Key point, and I'm going to zoom like next to it. And as I'm running, I'm going to activate. What's it called? Scurrying Spread. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
Okay. Okay. What's the DC to beat?
17.
Wow, 10 on the dice both times. That's with a 10 on the die, that is a 22, so it passes.
Oh my god! Okay, but it's fine. It's fine. Step of the Wind lets me is a disadvantage now. So she just zooms by, and like this cloud of black scales are left behind her. That took me 50, so I can get over to yeah, there.
All right.
Yep.
All right. That turn?
That is turn.
Okay, legendary action.
Ah, fuck.
It is going to take a swing at you with its tail, which has a 30-foot reach.
Ah, fuck.
So as you sort of dash by, leaving behind a cloud of black dust that it snorts away in wrath, it darts its head over towards you. Like the ripple of water, its tail undulates out and just slaps forward faster than the eye can follow. That is a, let's see. Oof, that is a 21 to hit.
That misses.
Oh, very nice. So yeah, you just barely get out of the way in time as this massive whip crack sound arcs right over your head from its tail.
Make her like wings flare out and she like shoots into the air for a second
All right,
before coming back down.
excellent. Okay,
Woof.
all right. If that's turn, then Vez, it is now your turn.
So, because I've never played an artillerist, could I have said I had my Eldritch Cannon out?
Yeah, you can have it out just fine.
Okay, because it only lasts an hour. Otherwise, it's an action, and I was not looking forward to losing my turn. But yeah, I'm just gonna rise up into the air 30 feet, and yeah, why not? I cast haste on myself.
Nice.
Gonna crank a dial on the armor, and the wings start beating even faster. And I can still make one attack after I cast it, right?
With your
Yeah,
bonus
it gives you another
action, yeah.
action.
And it gives you another action, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'll fire. Let's rack the heavy crossbow. Damn.
Oh. All right.
Ah,
That misses.
So, and then I'll from the cannon that manifests on my shoulder like a predator cannon.
hell yeah.
Force Ballista. Okay. That just hits. All right. Excellent. All right.
Nice shot.
Your first bolt attack misses and it swerves away, but your little shoulder cannon pivots in the direction it's going, accounting for the momentum, and manages to get a nice, decent blow on it. Surprisingly meaty hit, knocks it back a good ways.
And since I'm hasted, I'm gonna move another just 30. Yeah, there. But I'm flying 30 feet in the air.
Okay. Okay. Okay, making sure this is on the right thing, because it's now its turn. Oh, fun. All right. Swirling and spiraling about, it floats through the air, moving closer. Let's see. It's actually got a pretty decent movement speed. All right, I need Surash and Mintamore to make charisma saving throws.
Oh,
Jeez.
oh no.
Oh, wait, no, it's a much bigger range than I thought. Oh, wow, all of you have to make charisma saves.
Oh no,
Right.
19.
no.
Lucky you.
Why that one?
Oh god, I think okay, it's a dragon. I think I know what this is.
+1.
I don't think you
Um,
do. Okay, wow, that's funny. You're the only one that passes this.
Ah, fuck.
So
Oh,
as it
no.
moves, the light's pulsing along the edge of the tendrils coming out of its snout. Something stirs within the spirits of all of you but the moth.
Would an 18
All-
have passed?
No.
Oh my god. The save was 19?
Yeah.
Because if I use my flashy genius, I'd only get to 18.
Yep. So you all the rest of you overwhelmed with a massive surge of divine magic. You are now blinded, deafened, restrained, and lifted 30 feet up in the air where you hover in place.
That is quite the cocktail.
This feels like we fucked up the timer on an MMO raid.
And with that, it flutters back. And let me just see what the range here is.
Fuck.
So I'm 60 feet in the air now?
Yeah. Still within range of this, though. Let's see.
Damn.
Okay. Actually, she was better where she was, so I take back that prior move. The surge of yellow light running along her back fins begins to surge forward from the base of the tail towards the mouth. And let's see. I was able to position it where I was able to hit all three of you before. I think it was here. Not quite. All right, so it's just going to be the ranger and the artificer in this instance.
Oh no.
You guys need to make constitution saving throws with disadvantage because you are restrained. Okay. Woof. Okay.
Not you, Sarosh.
Yeah, Sarosh was out of range for it. Okay, Vez, you actually pass even with disadvantage. Eurocos unfortunately does not. All right. Okay, we're just, you know what? Sure, let's just, let me just roll this. I'm just gonna whisper roll this to myself. This is a lot of dice.
Oh my god.
Okay. You guys. All right, so Eurokos, you take 27 points of radiant damage. Vez, yours is cut in half to 13. And let me see. I don't think it has anything else I can do right now.
Sorry, I had a phone call. What did I miss?
You had 13. That you took 13 radiant damage. Eurokos took 26.
Ow.
Maybe I should have taken that aid.
I took 26.
Yep.
Okay, I thought
27, actually. 27.
That's what I thought you said 27. If you had said 26, I would have had 69 hit points.
Oh.
God damn it.
So let's see. Concentration. Okay. So I'm still hasted.
All right. All right, so with that, it's just going to move further away with the rest of its movement back over to this corner. And that will be the Rain Dragon's turn. Let me see exactly how that works. Okay. The effect lasts until the end of this turn. So you two both immediately, the three of you are immediately snapped out of it and drop back down. All of you are no longer in the effect of that ability.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's nasty.
So it's my turn and I am able to do things.
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna
It is a
haste,
very... Okay.
haste myself. Gonna use most of that to get into, or some of that to get into the air, like 30
Yep.
feet.
Okay.
And then let's see here. How far can I get? Minus 30. Yeah, I can get here without dashing. Let's see here. And I can still attack.
Yep. It's only one weapon attack because of the haste, but
That's fine.
still.
You watch him rack up a shot or a crossbow. Aim it really carefully. I'm gonna do this with a sharpshooter.
Okay.
Oof.
That hits. Okay.
So that is 17 damage. I forgot to do this thing, this bonus action before I did that, so I'm not going to.
So I disregard that too, or is that part of it?
No, that's part of it.
Okay.
That's just a +2 I get because I have the bracers of archery.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just 2 extra damage just because. But I forgot to do planar warrior, which would have turned all of that into force damage.
Okay.
So that is my turn. I will have to do that next turn.
All right. Another really decent hit. Okay. Now it is Doombeak's turn.
Now, first off,
Fear him.
I get to move 30 feet forward. And then I'm going to... Check the range. Everyone fucking spread out, so most of my abilities are not great, so, yeah.
Sorry.
It's a huge map. It's fine.
It's also shooting lasers.
Yeah.
Where are you? There you are.
I will give... two extra attacks to my ranger friend.
Ooh.
Okay,
So-
what?
Oh.
This is how Warlord works. You can just give your attacks to other people, and on your next turn, you have 2 extra attacks from me.
On top of what I have?
Yes.
With
So,
haste, you
we're
might have
taking-
5 attacks.
I have 5 attacks.
Mhm.
Should have taken some levels in fighter for the action surge.
Alrighty.
I don't know if that scales, but also the level 9 Warlord abilities are really good. And I'm also going to I'm just gonna stack damage on you. Is that alright?
Sure.
Let's see
Hopefully.
here. As a bonus action, I will activate Urgent Orders, which I can extend. I can burn 2 of my Warlord dice, and and you know what? I'm gonna extend it a bit further. Because for each additional dice I burn, I can affect another person. Getting expensive. Sorry if this is taking a minute. This is all
It's all
It's all
good.
good.
weird
It's a-
and jank.
We're here
So-
for it.
Yeah, I get you.
We're all playing something new, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to fuck. Where's the thing? Here it is. No, that's not what. Extend additional dice. That is so weirdly worded. Okay. I think I'm going to affect. God, I'm getting used to your fucking names. Irokros
Yep.
and Vez, since you guys are way the fuck out here. And basically now, you guys can move 30 feet in whatever direction you choose. Without provoking opportunity attacks, which doesn't matter because the fucker's way off middle nowhere. And I'm going to then roll my Warlord dice, which would be, I believe, 3d8. Yes, 38. Okay. 38. You guys, wow, that's a shitty roll.
What happens?
Try good games. You guys get that. That is temporary HP,
Okay.
and if you so choose, whenever you when you attack and deal damage, you can burn this temp HP and just add it as extra damage. And
Okay.
if I rolled good on those 3d8, that would have been really nice.
So we have 8 temp HP.
8 temp HP, and you can turn that into 8 extra damage if you choose to.
At the cost of the HP, I assume.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gone at that
Yep,
point.
yep. Just had to make sure.
Yeah. No, it's burned.
Okay, noted.
3 of my warlord dice. And I believe that's all my actions. That's all I can do. Yep.
Yep. All right. Then we're back up the round to Surash.
Occurs to me, I totally forgot Barbarian has that instinctive pounce thing, but it doesn't matter too much on this turn because I have enough movement to get there anyways.
Yep.
So flying 40 feet using my movement there, I'm gonna use my bonus action from my Galvanic Heart to go an extra 20 feet,
Nice.
which will put me into attack range.
Very
Just
good.
heard that as
Um,
galvanic carp.
And if I end my turn with adjacent to a creature, it takes lightning damage.
Hmm.
It takes exactly 6 lightning.
Okay. Noted. And does that mean you're ending your turn, or do I just need to make a note of that?
Allow me to post it up. That's just coming off the static electricity of me moving.
Hmm.
Using that bonus action, but I still have attack. I could still attack.
Yep. Okay.
Alrighty. Remembering that when I got these things. Alright.
Oh, damn, that's a lot of ability.
It's like 3
Yeah.
or 4 different things you can do. Oh, each one requiring a bonus action from the look of things. It's been a while since I've read that one. I do remember really liking this subclass, though.
Yeah, it's got a lot of bells and whistles.
Well, barbarians certainly are not averse to that.
Yeah.
I'm going to use one of the new UA options, Brutal Strike.
Okay.
I'm going to declare Reckless Attack, which means it can still hit me with advantage.
Yep.
But that means I do a straight roll, and if it hits,
It does.
excellent. Oh, I totally forgot to add that. Stand by. Okay, so that's there. And that would be...
Okay.
And using that Brutal Strike option, I'm going to use Hamstring. So
Okay.
its speed is reduced by 15 until the start of my next turn.
Noted. Okay.
And I'm going to further pile on the damage. Once per turn, when you hit a creature with slashing damage, you can reduce the speed by 10 feet.
Noted.
God damn.
All right. 25 feet reduced. Noted.
And I shall make another attack.
That just hits. Okay.
That is the end of my turn.
All right, that's fun. Oh, geez, I completely forgot about that. I did not. Technically, before you went, there was supposed to be a lair action.
Ooh.
It's just at a different part of the map, the document, so I'd forgotten about it. All right. But that's fun because this actually is well timed in that regard. All right. Oh boy. Okay.
Birds and bugs that would attack a dragon.
We are just birds and bugs.
It's very true.
The birds and bugs are staging a revolt against the snake.
You look at that hummingbird and tell me he wouldn't attack a dragon.
Yes.
He's into that shit. Okay, so as it is taking a hit and roars in defiance from these bolts of lightning striking it, portions of the river begin to rise up. And yeah, 3 people are within range of this attack. So Yorokos, Doombeak, and Surash are all within range. Tendrils of water shoot up and lash out at each of you.
Fez is like, that's why I'm hovering so high.
These actually have oh dang, these have a 30-foot reach.
Oh no, I should have said anything.
I'm a genius. Oh no.
All right. That was pretty good. Okay. Surash,
Is this me too?
no, I've already named the target. It's only 3 people. Okay, so Surash, that was a 26 to hit you.
Most definitely hits.
All right. Okay, that's 9 points of slashing damage cut in half.
Mm-hmm.
Yorokos, that is a 25 to hit.
No, unfortunately does.
So 9, 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay, there goes my temp hit points.
And Doombeak, that is just a 14.
Oh my god, that actually misses.
I need to roll this. Okay, I'm good.
So you are so small that it actually overcompensates and shoots a little too high. The rest of y'all get whipped pretty hard by tendrils of water. And because y'all hit a damage threshold,
Oh.
as you strike it with these attacks, bolts of lightning and so on and so forth, the slashes, its body arcs and there is a deep-seated, powerful glow emanating from beneath the scales, and the creature liquefies, collapsing down to the ground in a puddle, just flooding the shoreline.
Oh.
Then the shoreline gets up and starts attacking you.
What?
That was made of water.
Welcome to phase 2. Okay, so it is thoroughly pissed off, and it's going to burn a legendary action. I believe it can only just attack at this point. It's going to take another...
Did it get bigger?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Water
it's not as-
expands when it melts.
Yeah, it's not as cohesive.
I know, water expands when it freezes.
Okay. Okay. Just go to the water form here. Okay. First of all, I need Surash to make a strength saving throw. You technically are within its range now from where it was placed. Don't want to swallow you up, though. You just pass, because as this thing bursts out into a living torrent, it almost swallows you up within its own bulk. But you just managed to get out of the way.
He almost got whelmed.
But with
Hey,
the legendary action...
Glad you gave us water breathing, eh?
Yeah.
But with that, it
I wasn't too
also...
meta.
That's fine. And with that, it also rolled with its legendary action to bite at you. It rolled a 27 to hit you.
That hits.
Oh,
It's a little pissed off. Okay.
those high rolls.
There you are. Okay. That totals up to... Okay. That totals up to 12 points of piercing damage cut in half to 6.
Radio.
And that's its legendary action, so if that's turn, it is now Mentimor's turn.
Alrighty. I'm just gonna run up to it. This damage is coming as force, just so you know.
Good.
Oh, well, but first, before I do that, her wings flare out, and again that cloud of black scales puffs out around her, and I need another Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
Okay.
As I activate my tolling sensor. Even if it passes, it still takes that. It takes half. Oh, let me check. Let me double check. Half or full.
Okay. It does thoroughly pass, but it will take half of that damage, so that's cut in half to 4. Noted. And is that just flat, plain damage, or is it a specific type?
That's necrotic damage.
Necrotic. Okay.
Okay. Now I'm gonna pull out my nunchucks, and I'm going to. Oh God. I am going to flourish them.
Okay.
Just whips the ball around, and let me see if I pass it.
Critical. Pretty sure to
Wow,
fail that
I
save, you'd
almost
pretty sure to fail that save, you'd have to roll a nat 1.
I have to roll that one, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Plus 2 on this, soft 20.
That hits.
Whack.
And you said this is force?
This is force damage.
Okay, noted. So that
And-
cloud thing you did not appear to have any visible effect whatsoever.
Oh,
But the nunchuck blows actually are funny enough doing something.
Can you try to
neat.
blind it?
I'm going to actually. With that hit, the nunchucks flash brightly, and it needs to make another Constitution saving throw. This one not
It
with
is a
disadvantage.
17.
Okay.
This one's not with disadvantage, but still.
Okay, noted. Still dang, that's a 25. This thing is a very high con.
Yeah. I was hoping my plague's disadvantage would like help me out here, but still. Key point, flurry of blows.
Go for it.
These are also force damage. Oh,
All right.
12. Fuck.
Ah, there it is. All right, one
There it
hits.
is. 28. Oh my god, that was so close. That'll be 7.
Still okay.
Yeah,
Strangely enough, for attacking water, the pulses of energy that you've learned how to emit from your training of your mind and body actually do seem to be having an effect on it.
okay, cool. And you know what? Fuck it. It's got, it's got to make another Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
With disadvantage.
Okay.
Come
Okay.
on.
Wow.
Gotta fail one.
Okay. So with a 2 on the die, it totals up to
Yes!
14.
It fails! It has the plague!
Okay.
Okay, finally! Alrighty, let's just put this in the... Okay. Da-da. A plagued creature, Constitution saving throw at the start of each of its turns will have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, and takes an additional martial arts die of necrotic damage. So
Okay.
it's plagued for a minute.
Okay. That is noted. That's not bad. Okay.
It's got a high as fuck con, but like it got a 2 with mine, and it has disadvantage on saves. So
All right.
That hard cut is jarring every time.
It really is.
so
It's
I
fine.
imagine that like the with that last blow, the black scales start flowing into its body. And that's
That's
just
fair.
intermingled with the water now.
That's very fun.
Like drops of dye going into it.
Yeah. That's turn.
Okay. It's not going to burn the legendary action this time. Vez?
So, quick question on haste, because I haven't really used it on a spellcaster like an artillerist. Would I be able to use a cantrip and then make an attack action with the hasted action?
I believe so. It says you can make a weapon attack.
Yep. Only for the hasted action, so I just wanted to use like a cantrip and then follow up with the.
Yeah, you technically can do that.
Move up, so I'm 60 feet away, and aiming at the crossbow at it, I tap a rune, and the bolt that fires out. I have so many cantrips. There it is. Ray of Frost.
That hits. 8. Okay, noted. So that
And-
does impact and it does hit.
I just want to see if because this is a new class. You use a guess an artificer spell. Okay, I'm gonna roll a d8 to add that to the damage using my arcane firearm.
Okay. 4.
So, okay, and then a normal shot with the heavy crossbow.
That definitely hits.
I don't know if poison will do anything since it's an elemental.
Okay. So
And
based on the wording of arcane firearm, the way it's worded, some kind of important bonus of a d8 to one of the spell's damage, does not specify if it's the same.
okay,
I'll rule that it is, and because of that, that meets the damage threshold for this.
Oh my
So
god.
that ray of frost goes into the body, and its body freezes solid for a moment. And that crossbow shot manages to hit it really good.
and I have another attack left.
Yes, you do.
My bonus action.
That hits.
Only 7.
Okay. So yeah, it is frozen into a large, very pretty sculpture, and it has got a lot of cracks in it from where you shot it.
And I'm going
Damn.
to 40 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll do my volley and then fly back. I think its turn is next.
It is. All right. So let me see. The plague thing. That's at the start of its turn. It rolls a save.
Yes, Constitution saving throw at the start of its turn with disadvantage.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Thoroughly passes in this instance, so no longer affects it.
No, it is plagued for 1 minute.
Let's see. To get rid of the disadvantage. Okay.
Yeah, it's got to make that at the start of its turn or have that disadvantage for that turn.
Makes sense. Okay. So in this stage, what can it do?
Better version of Contagion.
It's my whole class. It's the whole thing my class is subclass is built around. Is this plague?
It's nasty.
All right.
This thing didn't have such a fucking absurdly high Constitution saving throw.
Oh, Mood, that's how I feel as a Spore Druid whenever I play one. Everything has amazing con saves, and that's all my class abilities.
Oh, correction. If it fails, it has the disadvantage on attack and ability checks, but
Yep.
it takes an extra D8 of martial arts die from me, not just for
Yep.
failing.
Yep.
So my punches hit harder.
Yep. Okay, so... Oh, good. It can still attack. All right. As close as it is, it's just going to have disadvantage on its attacks anyway because it's frozen. It is technically restrained.
Oh,
But that does still mean it can still attack with disadvantage, and it's pretty pissed off at you right now.
oh fuck!
Okay, let me see. It's that ability. Making sure about this. Oh, right. So, everyone else, you passed the save the first time, Mentamore, so you don't have to roll this, but everyone else needs to roll charisma saves again.
I only have a 1 in my charisma save because I have my pool.
Eh,
No, I have a
Doombeak.
cloak of protection.
Doombeak passes. Nobody else does.
Fucking no. Look at me, big icy sculpture dragon. Look at the moth.
It's not a 15 save, right?
It was a
It is
19.
not. It's a 19.
Damn. I got very lucky. I got very lucky because my charisma's not amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
I have advantage on checks, not saves.
I only have a bonus in it because I have a cloak of protection.
All right. So with that, even if it has disadvantage, it would have advantage on targets like this. So it's going to take some straight roll attacks at Surash.
No.
All right. That is a 21.
That hits.
Comes in with the claw, dealing 9 plus 5. 14 damage cut in half.
Mhm.
Comes at you again. Woof. 26 to hit as it comes in for a bite.
That hits.
Then 80. So another 14 cut in half. And let's see. Okay. That is all that it can do right this exact moment. So that is its turn. We are now at Eurokos. The hovering restraint effect is no longer in place. You are back to normal.
Alright, so they're gonna move here. So they're within 30 feet of it. So they can look at it. Look at it real good. With, play your warrior. Bonus action. Look at it. And it receives extra damage, extra 1d8 force damage from one attack, but all attacks after this are force damage instead of the damage type that they normally are. I have 5 attacks.
You sure do.
Should I go for normal attacks, guys, or should I go for sharpshooter attacks?
Ooh. I mean, all or nothing.
It is a play test.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's fucking go sharpshooter.
You have more than a few chances to miss.
That hit?
On hits.
Okay.
Fuck.
And have another 1d8 of
Alright.
more force damage. And then
Okay. Well,
me-
first things first. That actually meets the threshold pretty thoroughly. So,
Okay.
as you hit it with this first attack, after it was frozen and began to attempt to bite at Surash with its frozen form, moving a bit slowly but still able to hit him with his stunning effects, you take a shot, the arrow going right into its crystalline eye. It writhes and thrashes, shattering the ice. And it reverts back to its corporeal form.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
I'm still technically looking at it, so
Yep.
18.
Just hits.
Right. Another 21 damage.
All right.
One more. 19 will hit.
Very good rolls so far.
So that was 1, 2, 3, 2 more.
2 more attacks.
Mhm.
17
God.
won't. 17
Aw.
will miss, right?
That falls
Yeah.
short, yes.
And one more. 7, unfortunately.
Very much hits.
Man, the attacks I give you are shit.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Still a pretty exorbitant amount of damage.
And then
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to use some more of my movement and dart the hell away back over here. hovering above these trees. Also, I forgot to put some flavor in, but when they stared at the dragon and started doing force damage, all of their feathers that were yellow turned a weird pulsing blue, like a...
Fun.
Ooh.
All right, legendary action. It will
Got that
attempt to.
Cherenkov radiation.
Mm-hmm.
It will make a bite attack at Ventimore.
Alrighty. Well, it's not frozen anymore, so it doesn't have disadvantage.
Nope. All right, with that, that is a 18.
That misses.
There you go. You just managed to get out of the way. Okay. So with that, we're at Doombeak.
Joy, I get to move 30 feet.
I'm an AC monk, not an HP monk.
Let's see.
Every motherfucker with high AC's all tough until they hear dexterity saving throw.
I'm a monk. I'm great at dexterity saving throws.
Fine,
The
charisma.
charisma save that keeps fucking me up. Yeah.
I'm just
I got
going
lucky
to...
ones, alright? It's only a
I'm
matter
roll
of
it if I
time.
can't use Flash of Inspiration. Sorry. Sorry.
I'm just going to give the 2 attacks to our ranger friend again, because
Jesus
may
Christ.
as well keep rolling those. You do a lot of goddamn damage. It's a lot of... It's a lot of worth for those attacks if you hit. And giving you attacks to miss on is just money in the bank.
Fair enough.
Until you run out of fucking arrows.
I can't. It's a magic bow.
Oh, okay, never mind. Just fuck it up. And Nora, would you like to get out of there?
No,
Okay, so you're where you want to be.
I'm right where I want to be.
Who's fighting after me? Okay.
We've got the HP tank and the AC tank right in this thing's face.
Oh, that's the wrong thing. That's what I want. It's not very useful. Okay. The fine print of these abilities kind of fuck me over a lot. I think I'm just gonna use a bonus action to move my own ass.
Alrighty.
30 more feet. I swear to God, if I get over there and you move the dragon, after in the next like 3 rounds, I will throw something at you. And then I just did a basic one, so 1d8 of temp HP, 7 temp HP.
Who's that for?
Me,
Nice.
myself, and I. Because no one really wants to move at the moment.
No, I got a punch.
Okay, that's turn.
Alright.
All I know is brick thrown and frog being.
Okay. Alright. Okay. So we are back at the round. Legendary action time. The water surges all around the area, and boop. A little water elemental buddy and another one, a friend,
Oh,
both emerge over here. They are in the field. Rolling initiative for them.
You put those
Okay,
next.
so they look like miniatures of the other one, so they actually go before the rain dragon does.
Oh.
All right, so with that, Surash, it is your turn.
Excellent. Elementals are far enough away from me. I don't have to immediately hop on them.
yeah.
So,
Okay. Those hit.
Oh, I forgot to take like a weapon mastery feat.
Monks don't get those anymore, I think.
Oh, but I thought the creation rules of this game was like
Yeah.
martial classes got thing. Yeah.
this time, I'll use my feat. Storm Strike.
Okay.
To where does it say? Okay, here it is. Yeah.
Okay.
And if it must make a DC 16 Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
It does have a pretty good one.
Yeah, I've got an 18.
Okay, no effect then.
I should have packed Bane.
I shall use my bonus
It's a
action.
dragon. Its charisma's probably fucking great.
This thing's
Oh, yeah.
stats are actually really scary, and I have a fun fact. This is actually the weakest version of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, we're only level 9s.
Yeah.
This hunt can be played at level 20.
Jesus.
All but slithered out of the elemental plate of water, I'm guessing.
Let's see. Yeah, I'll use my bonus action to use Fulgurant Strike. When you hit a creature with a melee attack, you can leave the weapon embedded in it, and use a bonus action to call down a lightning strike, using it as a lightning rod.
Okay.
Shazam!
So it takes another 6 lightning. And I must make a dexterity saving throw, or take that too.
Oh.
Well, it really is like the Shazam strike.
Which I pass.
You look good to me, yeah. All right, so as you're flying up and slashing at it, you notice something. The slashes appear to be going through it as though it is maintaining a more incorporeal, watery-like thing. You're not actually seeing any real connecting damage at this point.
Surash will call that out in a character-appropriate way I cannot think of at this moment.
That is fine.
Did the lightning seem to do anything to it?
At this point, no.
Oh.
Good not to know.
Yeah. Oh, wait, it's my turn, isn't it?
It is now.
Well. Let's just check movement stuff. Yeah, I'm fine. Gotta hop over to here. Actually, 15. Can I flank with something this big?
Technically, yes. But
Cool, then I'm gonna go.
he's technically 10 feet. He's like 5 additional feet away from it, so I'm not 100% sure how that affects things.
Yeah,
Okay,
I am
well-
not adjacent to it. I still got that
Then
reach.
I will just get in position at least.
Alrighty.
Well, I want to see if my force still does it, so I'm gonna flourish my nunchucks. God, I'm rolling so bad at that.
Yeah.
Let's. Ooh, 23.
Alright. That hits.
Let's see. Okay, 10 bludgeoning.
Once
Does it
again,
seem to...
no visible effect. It just kind of sloshes through it as though it's taken on a more ethereal state.
Oh. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm going to let out another cloud of my plague, and it needs to make a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
Thoroughly passes with a 31.
Fucking Christ! What was its other roll?
The other one was a 32.
Fuck. Well, it still takes 5 necrotic if it takes it at all.
No visible effects that you can see.
Mechanics time.
Yeah. Do you have any more ice? I think it's gotten sick of our shit. Oh God. Ooh. I gotta mark that down. I used that dice. That's turn. I mean, yeah, no, that's turn. I'm bracing yourself, but I can't. You know.
Alrighty. So
I moved that movement to get over there.
let me see what it can do here real quick.
I don't know, legendary actions.
Might be.
Mm.
Yeah. It will legendary action activate Hurricane Spiral.
Oh fuck.
So I need the two of you who are closest to make either a strength or dexterity saving throw of your choice.
Okay. $22.
Okay.
Got a
19.
fucking.
You both pass as it generates a burst of air that nearly knocks you backwards and flies 50 additional feet up into the air and begins flying away.
Hey.
Oh,
If you wish to take opportunity attacks, you can.
I mean, I'll try.
I am more interested in.
Yeah. No.
Clearly, my attacks didn't mean much to it.
Not at this point.
But is there something I could do to just kind of scrutinize it as it's leaving?
That's going to have to be something you can do on your turn.
Right.
All right. So with that, we are now at Vez's turn. You saw this thing manage to get away. The 14 did not hit. So once again, it just seems like at this point, the damages that were being inflicted before, it now seems to just be shrugging off as though they're going right through it.
Did I have any idea what that could mean?
You can roll a Arcana. Yeah, roll an Arcana first.
Ooh, then I am. Let me see if I can use this for this.
Yeah, you can use Flash of Genius for that.
But also, I'm going to use one of my items
Nice.
to get advantage on this.
Okay.
So Arcana.
Good use.
18. Okay.
Oh, and forgot one more time, maybe.
Yep.
Okay.
18. All right. Looking at it, this thing, based on what you have gathered, I will DM you what you see.
Oh boy.
This is fun.
Does that count as one of my actions?
No, it is a free action to make this check and to respond with what you see.
typing quite a bit.
Yep. Don't worry, coming soon.
Coming soon to a theater near you.
Birds. All right.
Coming soon to VHS and DVD. So, speaking of VHS, just one little thing. My nephew, he really likes the old school Power Rangers, so we got him these collectibles of the original Power Rangers.
Nice.
And they came in cases that looked like VHS cases, and the nieces and nephew were like, what are these? And all of us were like, oh, that made us feel old, but you know, the oldest one is only 9, so it's not like they would know what a VHS is.
God, that's like old. That's like young enough to not even remember the age of DVDs.
Yeah, well, I mean, because mom, you know, my sister, she's got one of those giant CD cases just full of DVDs. But
How's everybody feeling?
yeah, I was
Fine.
actually gonna ask if people need HP. A
I
little
am
bit,
good.
like-
I'm good.
Yep.
I mean, I was, you know, in character while we were waiting for.
Your
So-
uncle was also in character. I am good.
Thumbs up in your direction.
Eh. This thing is a divine water elemental. It's making itself immune to the damage. I don't know if it means this damage or all damage. Here, I'll just read it. The creature attacked with radiant damage before, and it appears to be some sort of divine water elemental. It appears to be making itself immune to the damage.
Uh,
So, still 30 feet in the air. Going to move 30, half my movement, so 30. And just. I didn't seem to like this last time. Come on.
Afraid not.
Okay, then I've got to spin and fire at this thing, the regular bolt.
Okay.
Come on.
Very good roll.
I mean, it might be just immediately dead. You
Oh
never
my
know.
god.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Shit.
The shot goes out. No visible
Your turn?
effects that you can see at this point.
No, I think he was aiming at the elemental. These
yeah,
guys.
the small one.
Oh, yeah. That 100%
This one
hits.
Okay.
That's my bad for mishearing. Make sure what kind of damage
Oh,
is.
my pink color kind of blends in with the map.
It's all
There's a lot
good.
of greens.
Okay. The poison doesn't appear to do anything, but
Yeah,
that's
elementals.
some really good damage from the piercing.
Um,
Especially
just seeing that, just at the small elemental.
okay. That hits.
And
Okay.
it's pushed 5 feet back.
Well, are you targeting the same one twice?
Yep.
Well, you don't need to because it's dead.
Okay. And I'm going to spend the rest of my movement to put myself in a line with Doombeak. I don't
All right.
want to do that.
Oh, wait.
Go there.
Still
Going
at
to
a
line
loss
up.
from the ankle.
I am going to line up in this perfectly cone-shaped position. Oh, wait.
1 second, hold on. Recalculating.
That's my turn. So this thing is immune currently. This is the start of its turn coming up, so who knows?
All right. So with that, it is currently the other water elemental's turn.
Oh, I was aiming at the one closer to me, but it doesn't matter which one's dead.
I'll just move that one over here then. Dude. All right. All right. So this one is. Let's see. Yeah. It is going to attempt to whelm you, Doombeak.
Whelm.
You need
Whelmed.
to. You are about to be whelmed. I need you to make a strength saving throw as it attempts to enter your space and grapple you.
All right.
Oh no. You
Um,
fail. You are grappled and restrained. And yeah,
Oh, you're just out of range.
you are grappled and restrained, and it is going to take a water whip punch at you while trapped inside of its own body.
Oh, weird.
Okay. An 18 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that is 9 slashing damage.
Okay.
Now it's the rain dragon's turn.
Constitution saving throw
Yep.
with disadvantage.
Yep. 23. Actually, 24.
God.
It passes.
Yeah. Consistency.
So. Wait, no, I don't want to do that one. That's one of its higher CR versions. Okay, here we are. Okay, once again, everyone in range, Doombeak and Mentamore are immune to this effect. Charisma saving throws. Doombeak, you don't have to make it.
Yeah, you and me are good, Raven.
I know.
None of you passed.
Okay,
Wait.
now I'm going to use my flash of genius.
Go for it.
What's 7? 25.
You pass. So, other two of you are unfortunately, God, you're so close. You two are both under its rapture effect still. All right. Yep. Okay. So, as it circles around overhead, high up in the air, its fins on the back begin to glow, taking on a more corporeal shape. Not quite so refracting of the light as they used to be. They glow with a bright orange light.
Hmm.
If I do remember correctly, we've been seeing flashes of like yellow and orange light off in the distance during our investigations.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So now, since it's got... Yeah. It's got some closer targets. It will fly up towards Eurokos and take a bite and claw attacks with its attack with advantage in this instance. Oof. All right. So claw attack is a 29.
Yeah.
15 slashing damage, and then it comes in for a bite. 22.
Yeah.
Okay. 16 points of piercing damage as it lashes out at you. Then from that distance, it is going to fly over here. Its fins remain glowing, but it does nothing to discharge it at this point. All right. Eurokos, the effect ends and you are back on the ground, back in your command of your own faculties. Got to be frustrating at this point. What do you do?
I mean, it felt solid to me, but everybody said it's not being able to be attacked.
At this exact point when they attacked it, yeah.
But something's changed now.
Yeah, let me I'll take a shot at it and see.
Okay.
If not, I have like 5 other fucking attacks.
That misses.
Okay, one more.
That one does hit.
Does it do anything?
Aiming at the... No, it goes right through.
Okay. So, then, seeing that... Let's see here. Where can I get... How far do I need to be for this? This might be a waste, but, I mean... It also is probably going to, pass the saving throw it needs to make. But I'm gonna try it. No. You're gonna watch Hirokos fly here, just in range, and pull something out of his pocket and read it in midair.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my one-time cast of Rhymes Binding Ice, upcast to level 5.
Okay.
Just gonna pop that up for you. So that would be an extra 1, 2, 3.
Whoop.
1,
That's weird.
2, 3, 4 more. Yeah, 4 more d8s.
Okay. That's impressive. Okay.
Does it seem physical now?
No, my attacks went through it still.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see if cold does anything, because it doesn't like it.
Okay. Alright, thoroughly passes the save. But let's see, that half damage.
You want
Alright, so
you want me to roll that more d8s?
sure.
So, let me see.
That is kind of important here to note.
4? I said 4 more, didn't I?
Let's
3.
see if it's... Yeah, it'd be 3 more.
There we go.
68?
Yeah, it'd be 60. So half of that, yeah, so 15. Okay, noted. The cold does appear to freeze the body for a moment, but not in a way that causes it to be debilitated or drop to the ground.
Okay, so took note that it did that. Going to fly back this way a little bit more, using some more of my movement speed, and I'm going to turn around and try another shot.
Okay. Yeah, it misses.
Okay, and I believe
Good.
that is 1,
You think of
2,
one more?
3, 4. Yeah, I have 1 more. So I'm going to try with a normal shot without sharpshooter, just to see if make sure that I hit.
Whoa.
Of course not.
Oh.
Does not. Alright, shots just kind of arc around it. It is moving a lot faster. It is like trying to hit a river. At least one specific tiny spot in it. So.
He will call out, though, that he said, "The cold has done something."
Alright. So with that, we are now at Doombeak again. You are currently trapped inside of the water elemental. You can roll to attempt to escape.
Sure. Strength save?
Strength or dexterity. You pass, you get out.
Neat.
Yep.
Well, that was my action, so...
Let me see. Yeah, that would eat your action up to do.
Hmm.
I think I'm just gonna take my bonus action to swing at it because I'm technically dual wielding.
Go for it.
Alright. I just need to that. Alright. Yeah, just a swing. 22.
Definitely hits. All right, 7. Fascinating timing that. All right, it takes that hit.
Yeah, and that's turn. Right, actually, circle around to this side and then turn.
All right. Okay. Legendary action. Well, lair action time. Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. Okay. So it roars. And let's see. Yeah. I need Mentamor, Surash, and Doombeak to make dexterity saving throws.
Uh-oh.
As a giant sphere of mud shoots up out of the ground and through its mouth is shot towards you. You are about to be
Ooh.
attacked by a homebrew spell called Mire Ball.
19.
You pass, you pass. And let's see. Doombeak. Oh, you fail by 1.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Alright. Not quite as powerful, but it does create difficult terrain and slows movement speed.
Hmm.
11. Just on a failure, though. Okay, so that is just 20 bludgeoning damage to Doombeak, 10 to the others.
I have evasion,
Yes, you do.
so yeah, I don't take any.
Nothing. Nothing for you. Okay, so that's it for that. Surash, this thing is still circling around overhead. Spines are still glowing. Appears to be building up to something.
DZ.
Easy.
Yes.
Yep,
Your
your
turn.
turn.
Ah. I will move up towards this thing.
Okay.
Uh,
Since you mentioned it was something you were interested in, are you still considering making investigations of some kind this turn?
yes.
Okay. All right. Make a perception check. Oh dear.
Oh no.
Oh no.
All right. You notice nothing this time.
Alrighty. And just to keep my because I'm not attacking, I'm going to use that lovely addition they introduced with the UA. Take a bonus action to extend my rage,
Okay.
since I do believe most of my lightning vessel things require me to hit them anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But he is the big at this thing. Because obviously we're missing something.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to expend effort that he knows is not going to result in anything.
All right. If that's turn, then we are at Mentamor.
May I make a perception check at this guy?
You can. Seventeen.
17.
Okay. All right. I will DM you.
Okay. Raven,
Mm-hmm.
how are you looking over there?
Mostly okay. Not really that hurt.
Okay, but like, do you want to not be alone over there?
Sure.
Well, let's see what info I get first.
All right.
All right. There's a flicker of like, oh, in her face. Okay. Oh, let me think about this one. Okay. Okay. It's above the river.
Yep.
Can I see its reflection in the water?
Just the light.
Just the light. I hope I'm doing the right thing here. I pull out my scroll of call lightning.
Mm-hmm.
The storm is going, so I take control of the storm. And it's upcast to level 5. I'm going to strike the water.
Okay. It strikes at the water, and there is no visible effect.
Fuck. I think we need to aim for the scales themselves then. The parts that are shining. Oh god. Yeah, all right. That's the wrong call. Bonus action, step of the wind, zoom.
All right.
It's already poisoned. It's already plagued, so I can't make it plagued again.
Yep.
Yeah, that's turn. Fuck.
All right. That is turn. Vez, it is now your turn.
Can I try an Arcana check now?
Yeah. You technically could try that again.
Okay, I'm going to use another charge of my ring for advantage. Mark it as advantage this time. Come on.
15? Okay.
Is that enough? I was asking if that was enough or if I needed to.
Sorry.
I will DM you what you can glean.
Would it change the answer if I flashed a genius? I still have some charges.
Oh, this is fine. That's actually a good amount.
Okay. I knew I should have picked Blink as one of my spells. Oh. Oh, that's bad news.
Oh,
The fins can only be attacked while it's charging. Otherwise, we can't hurt it. And it's about to attack. So, oh boy. Well, first of all, does anyone need a little like tap of healing?
I would appreciate
fine.
it.
You want one?
I mean, I have
Well,
my
actually, it
own
might
healing
be too
potions,
far.
but if you have a spell, that would be good.
Oh. Yeah, I'll move here and then move back. So, I finally get to reveal why the crossbow is called the Healing Word, as I rack a special vial, and you get hit with a dart of healing serum.
Okay.
So,
I should not have gotten so close. Oh god.
Healing Word is 1d6, right?
It's a 1d4 usually.
1d4.
Though with the new UA, it actually has been upgraded to 2d4 at the base level, so I will allow that because that's just better.
And plus my int, right?
Yep.
So you get 12 healing points as you get darted. And then not wanting to be in the aggro. Since I know... Oh, God. I rack a special round into the cannon, or the crossbow. My version of a scroll has caught a cold.
Okay.
Get those spikes.
Gotta get those fins. Again, another con save, but
All right. Okay, it passes, but because it takes half damage, that half is still enough.
Ooh.
You take a shot. The fins, like something out of Monster Hunter, freeze solid and shatter.
and then actually, could I follow up to shatter them with the hasted bolt?
Sure. That hits. Okay. Noted. Okay, so as you hit it that one last time, it immediately, with the fins broken, falls out of the sky into the water and begins writhing down around on the ground like a crocodile mixed with a serpent. It is enraged, furious, and it is going to start coming at all of you with everything it's got. You have managed to activate the third phase of the fight.
I'm still technically in the 30 feet in the air, so I'm gonna stay up here.
Yeah, good call.
That's all my actions and stuff.
All right.
Sorry, Doombeak.
All right, so water elemental first. I think it's gonna be silly.
I should have shot that with the bolt. Oh well.
All right,
You still heard it. So
that's just a 9 to hit Doombeak, and it only gets one attack, so it's just gonna stay right where it is. Now it's the Rain Dragon's turn again. Now at phase 3. Yeah, it is currently. It is actually
con save?
technically prone right now, so that's good to know.
con with disadvantage.
Yep. All right. That is a 17.
That it meets. Damn it.
Just.
God.
It has to get It has to get below a 5 to fail that save. All right. It is prone on the ground and flailing, so it will use half its movement to get back up. All right. Let's see. Okay. Because her fins got broken. All right. She will attempt to attack. Let's see. You're going to go after Mentamor since she is closest.
Yes. That's
That
fair.
is a 21.
That misses.
And that one is a... That's a 24.
That one hits.
All right. So bite attack comes in. It has... So that's 19 points of piercing damage. And because
Ow.
its breath weapon got broken, it will utilize its new attack, Hollow Roar.
Before that,
Yep.
as my reaction, I'm going to deflect that attack.
Okay.
17.
Mhm.
Cool. God, this is so much better than it used to be.
It really is. Okay, let me see. I'm having to scroll up and down on a document a lot. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, that's fair. Big boss thing.
Okay. Make sure about range. Yeah, everyone but Eurokos needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, thank you.
Ah, fuck. Oh my god! Does that pass?
It does.
I'm so lucky, Jesus Christ!
Ooh, that does not.
Oh.
Okay. That's the only one, though, at the moment.
Oh.
All right, Surosh,
do
you
I need to make
take...
a-
Fucking hurt. Oh.
Yeah, you're in range of it, too. Con save. Surosh, you take 12 points of thunder damage. And let's see. Yep, you also pass. So, yep. So
That's
only Surosh
6.
takes the damage.
Oh, if we pass, we don't take any?
Yep.
I still have the
Um,
temp HP Doombeat gave me.
All right.
Let
That is its
me-
turn. We are now at Eurokos.
Okay. So it's up. It's able to be hit. I don't
It
have.
appears that way.
I don't have 5 attacks, but I have 3 still.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You know, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, how much did he have? No, yeah. It needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Okay. I'll wait.
Let me see here. What is its dexterity? Okay. That is a soft 20.
Fuck, never mind. The captain said. Well, I tried.
Okay.
I was trying to deflect attack back at it.
Fun. All right, now we're back to Eurokos.
20.
That hits. Okay.
14 won't hit.
Nope.
24.
Yep. Okay.
Does it seem like it's taking the damage this time?
At this exact moment, it appears to not be.
Ah!
The fins have been exploited. It's still up and moving, but it still very clearly has
Did the,
something keeping it up and going.
did the Coda Cold keep it frozen?
The cone of cold did break its fins, but there
Okay.
appears to be something else.
Okay. And then I'm going to use, just because it's fun, and because I don't want to get hit again, It'll end after Doombeak, I think. The end of the current turn. Oh no, that won't. That would mean my turn, so never mind. I'm going to keep that in my pocket.
Alright.
It's not
All
that.
right.
It's not that useful. If it ends my current turn and I just turn on and off.
All right. Then we are at Doombeak.
Raven, have you fallen asleep?
No, I'm here.
Your turn.
Hmm.
Get this hummingbird some sugar water.
Going to
Trying to figure out how to hurt it now.
shift this way. Hmm. I am going to I'm going to have to leave this elemental's threat range.
Okay. Yeah, that's not going to hit you, so you're fine.
I'm going to be right here. I'm going to spend my first attack and activate Warcry.
Nice.
Basically, everyone within 20 feet of me gets a little bit of temp HP.
Alrighty. How much?
Leadership die plus a leadership die plus my charisma, which is 5. So let's see, 6.
Okay, still.
I know. I think that includes me. It doesn't say, but I'd assume so. Otherwise, it's.
I'll allow it either way.
If it doesn't, that's really fucking stupid.
It makes sense. I'd allow it.
Yeah. There's a lot of little things like that which just doesn't really work in this class.
I think it definitely, from what I remember, the PDF needed some rewording on some things.
It needs a lot of rewording, and several of these abilities need some rebalancing, because there's some things that are just not worth doing. Okay, that's one attack gone. I'm going to pass my second attack to the ranger, and for my bonus action, I'm going to smack it.
Okay.
Right. Actually, because of my other ability, I've spent a leadership die, so I have advantage on my attack.
Okay.
Oh,
That
damn,
does hit.
That was almost a crit.
That is impressive. All right.
Yeah.
You slash at it, but it feels like you're just cutting through water, and there's no visible sign of anything going on.
Well, it's the best I can do. In turn.
Okay. You're back up to Surash again.
Layer action.
Yes, it does actually get to do that again. That's right. Once again, I have to scroll back up to the start of the combat section. So much fun. Okay, where are we?
I'm having fun.
Yep. Oh god, this is funny. Okay. Looks like this applies to just about everybody. Oh my god, it does. Okay.
30 feet in the air.
Okay, yeah, you are not in the range then.
I'm also 30 feet in the air. Does that make a difference?
It does here. So the rest of you that are down the ground, the three of you, you need to make dexterity saving throws as it roars and a whole bunch of giant sky carp leap out of the water and start flying into your face like those videos of when people are scaring carp in the Mississippi. You have
I rolled a 4.
you have triggered the apocalypse.
Oh
No, wait,
my god.
Actually, it's apocalypse. That's actually way better.
Is the save still 19?
You're fine. It's actually 15.
Oh.
So,
God.
just Doombeak here. All right, Doombeak, you are blinded for the moment as a fish smacks you in the face.
Okay.
How big are the carps? Because it might be bigger than he is.
It might be.
They're
Probably.
it just describes them as unusually large. Alright, so that's lair action. We are at Surash now.
I had to say, if you really wanted to murder your tongue, it would be an Akoi Pak Koi lips.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yes, it is. Very hard to say.
Yeah, I'm hurting just hearing it.
All right. Going to do a little bit of experimenting using my bonus action to use lightning step.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of move a little bit. See if it takes the lightning damage.
There's no visible sign of harm.
Oh.
You said the fins when we damaged them. Previously, you just described the fins were like the only thing really corporeal.
That you
They
can
were
see.
damaged that we could see.
Hello?
What are the state of the fins now?
Pretty thoroughly shattered and broken.
Were you going to say something else?
Nope. Just waiting to hear what you have to say.
Hello?
Hello.
No.
Just going bad on me.
I am curious. You said it was if I remember correctly, Surash was the one who recognized what dragon lilies are.
Yep.
When that one dragon lily exploded, what color was the flash?
In that particular instance, it was orange.
And what color is the dragon glowing? Any particular color right now?
After the spin shattered, no, the glow stopped.
Interesting. And I guess it's somewhat meta-gamey, but like, what particular colors are associated with like? I assume lightning is like colored blue,
Usually.
and this one's just been because we saw those yellow and orange flashes before, and my lightning does not seem to affect it. Not really sure what else I could do.
It is starting to get late, so if people like, I can provide a hint if people want.
I wouldn't mind.
I would not mind, no.
Okay, so I have said it is the only weakness that you can see. It's the key to it really is that key word there. So it might just be that when you were rolling to look for weak spots and the like before and understand it, the DC might not have been met to reveal another thing.
Right. I'll be willing to use my action then to make another perception roll, I suppose.
If you wish. Well, there you go.
Serendipity.
That
I
is
need a flash
perfect.
of inspiration.
What's that? 32.
I have my own flash of inspiration as I crackle with lightning.
Would have been
Because we got a
33.
nat 20, I get to show you something fun here.
Just send them the stat block.
That'd be very funny, but no.
There is a little lightning bulb above his head that flares to life. Because as he sees this creature thrashing about, and since he's below it currently, he actually notices there's a tiny gap in the scales underneath its chin. Real
Oh my God.
tiny. And wouldn't you know it, it's rather conveniently sized. Hey, Vask, what did you... Or not Vask, fuck.
Vez.
I'm used to, I'm used to other character.
I didn't realize
Vez.
until after I named her that it's like, yeah, it's another V name.
Hey, Vez.
Eh.
It seems about to be the right size of the scale you picked up earlier.
Oh,
Oh. Wait. Ready to
So,
give it back?
so Surosh will communicate this as loudly as he possibly can over the crash of fucking a giant storm dragon, lightning, thunder, and all that. It occurs to him. Like, if this creature is truly divine, there's no slaying it. But perhaps we can calm it. It's missing a piece of itself. Underneath its chin.
Yeah.
do you still have it?
Well, yeah, I'm a hoarder.
Oh god, don't let that be the source of your TPK. It's like, give it back. No, I found it.
But it's the plot MacGuffin. I don't care.
Right over, Vez.
So that will be my turn.
Okay. So knowing that, Mentamore,
Bonus action, Step of the Wind,
you
which also disengages me now, so it does not get an attack of opportunity as I zip over. Yeah, there.
30 feet into the air.
Yep. Yes, I have a flight speed. Do you have the piece?
Yeah.
Give me the piece.
Takes it off where I mount it onto my crossbow.
I know it's cool. I know it's cool looking, but we haven't.
Okay, you get to do this. Fine, here.
Oh no, do you want to do it?
Just take it!
Okay. And then I will zoom back down.
the rampaging kaiju-sized dragon behind you, drowning everything out. It's like, do you want to do it? That's funny.
I'm gonna jam it in there.
All right, roll a athletics or acrobatics check of your choice.
Haha. Oh no.
Plus
Oh
7.
god. 16.
Plus 7.
Plus 7. Okay.
Oh, wait, no, plus 5. I think plus 7.
Yeah.
21 then.
Oh, it's because it's 7th level. I don't know why that was done. Okay.
All right. The rain starts to cycle away, dying down, and the sky starts to clear. The rain dragon, standing still like a statue, a creature of myth, just slowly melts down into the water below,
Oh.
then re-emerges moments later from the center. Kind of like that scene in Spirited Away, it is laughing. joyously and the weather and everything, all of a sudden the water begins to flow in the exact opposite direction of where it was before, and you could hear the water beginning to pour out of the shrine.
What's so funny?
The dragon circles, just
Oh God.
in jubilation, absolutely overjoyed, dives into the water once again, just kicking up a massive splash, then re-emerges coiled upwards. Looks down at all of you. You see a little, one of its smaller clawed hands reach up and scratch at that spot on its chin. The long tendrils alongside its face relaxing and easing off. It sighs, looks at you all with a gesture of very obvious thanks. The
Can
tendrils reach out and just gently ripple the surface of the water, and it begins to recede downward. It nods, flies up into the air, and disappears into the clouds.
can you bring back all the water you took?
Well, reverse flow. The flow has begun to reverse, so it's flowing as it should.
It did that, yes.
Oh, okay.
And
Is it?
down at the bottom of this pool of water in this garden-like space, you see some very fun treasures laying down at the bottom.
Ooh.
There is a suit of armor that appears somewhat samurai-ish in aesthetic, appears to be modeled after the scales of the creature you just fought, and there is something akin to a cape/scarf of what appears to be actual flowing water dangling
Whoa.
off of the back of it. There is a matching helmet that has a draconic sort of shape to it, and a pair of gauntlets.
I do have
Look at-
identify.
Looking back
Yeah.
up where the dragon disappeared, he's reaching into his bag, pulls out his pipe again.
How about that?
I get to map this place after all.
Are
Is
there-
it just looking for fun?
No,
I
I didn't
think it
get
was-
that vibe. It was Trent. I think it was genuinely trying to kill us.
I think it was hurt in a way that only celestial beings can be. It was missing a piece of itself.
Would we know about the whole dragon pearl thing?
That's not a commonly known legend. Dragons in this particular setting are seen as mythical creatures. They don't really exist up here. They're known for being the legends in Yagdrun are that dragons gave up their hearts and their souls to allow the stones to float up by giving away their power of flight.
Oh. It's a living. It's an elemental. So I suppose what it's made up of, it doesn't have flesh and blood. So if it's missing a piece of itself, that is different than like if you or I were to lose a finger or something.
We better make sure no one wakes up the dragon elemental that is suspending all the islands.
That would be bad, yes.
So,
Uh,
just for
if you don't mind that, VV, just rolling some history to see if I could glean anything else now that my memory is jogged.
Mm-hmm.
Racing's gonna.
just a silly thing. Are there carp still here from the Carpocalypse?
There are various sky carp floating around in the area, yes.
Okay. Are there any dead ones?
Are you going to try to eat Not at this point.
You're gonna watch.
That could be remedied if you really wanted.
Yeah, they're not eating it. They are just catching them and killing them like quickly and humanely. You just watch them do this for a minute, and then they just kind of flutter by you without any comment at all, and go to the mushrooms and go, "I am sorry, I did not die," and give them the fish.
Speak with plants lasts for what, an hour?
Yeah.
All right. As the cycle dictated, as they begin very slowly eating the dead fish. You shall feast for weeks.
Can't
Oh
believe.
no, the slime. Oh no, the slime molds.
Oh my god!
Man, those mushrooms were just like silent witnesses to the whole fucking kaiju battle. Just like, man, this is crazy.
I hope we get to eat.
Didn't mean to post that clip. I meant to post this.
I wonder which one of them's gonna die first.
It was almost me.
Yes, you have. You're hey Vaz, you're smart, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what
Try to
this
be.
armor is?
Give me a half an hour or an hour, and I can tell you what all this is.
An hour?
10 minutes each for each casting of identify.
Okay.
Break out
I will
the
just
eyeglasses
add
and
the.
tool.
I will just show what these treasures are in the character pitches room.
Yay.
There are 3 items altogether that are found. It appears to be a matching armor set of some kind. It looks very expensive and very pristine. It has been kept at the bottom of this shrine for quite some time.
Ooh, time to melt it down for scrap.
God.
You see, it's a fucking legendary artifact that hasn't been seen in thousands of years. It's like, oh boy, raw materials to make my +1 sword.
Boy.
Taking their sweet time loading,
Well,
but
is
it is
anyone
3
else-
decent-sized images.
Is anyone else hurt?
I have more HP than when we entered this area.
Yeah.
It's fine. I
Yeah.
also have potions I could drink, but
Jimby, were you hurt with the elemental?
Makes just a so-so gesture, with his hand. Just, eh.
All right, you get darted.
How's
That's why,
everybody feeling?
that's why Vez's character model has those glowing darts.
Oh, I love that. How is everybody feeling?
Oh,
Ooh,
There we go.
ascendant dragon armor.
yeah, this definitely feels like a Monster Hunter armor set.
mm-hmm. That is very cool.
Yeah,
God, I love
this art.
All right. So, this grove and surrounding island appears to be back to normal. The water is flowing out the way it should. And you have encountered a very powerful and, at this point, unknown creature resembling the dragons of yore. Now it's back to civilization you go after your time of rest and taking in the sights of this rather pristine and natural place.
I mapped the fuck out of it.
I'm sure you do. And with that, this little one-shot adventure in the floating isles has come to an end.
That was fun.
That was very interesting.
It's good.
Yeah, I like the mechanics of the boss.
It is a puzzle boss for sure.
Yeah.
It's a good thing one of our little gremlin brains thought to pick up that piece.
Yeah? Holy shit!
Yeah. There's lots of little things like that. Yeah, there's alternate ways you can go about it. Like the way it's written also says that like it has a scale that is out of alignment that is causing it to be in pain. But that was there's a lot of little things. I made a few tweaks here and there to help better accommodate things because normally the way these hunts are written, they're supposed to be done over as like a 3-shot where like you investigate the clues leading up to it to better inform what you're up against.
Mhm.
But I didn't have time to prep that much, so I had to be a bit more forthright and let you guys have a few more gimmies because players at level 9 would go and collect proper items to face something like this.
Yeah.
That was interesting. It didn't quite, on this map, have the full showcase of its abilities at hand, but I'm very curious how the other kaiju they've got planned will fight.
Yeah.
They're-
Curious, was there another map for this one to fight in?
Nope, just this one is all this one came with. Maybe the final book release will have more.
Hmm.
It is the playtest.
Yes.
The other 4 I'm aware of, one is a giant bipedal lightning tiger. One is a Shinto shrine turned giant elemental rock crab.
But shit.
So it's Oni Baba from Pacific Rim.
Kinda, yeah. Another is a Bake Kujira, so a giant ghost whale.
Fuck.
And the other one is a giant beetle, I believe.
Isn't there also the
Mhm.
koi dragon?
That is the
This is the koi dragon.
Oh, this was the koi dragon. Okay.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, from like glancing at this preview, because I got it like weeks ago or whatever, I remember you pretty much have to do Elemental Simon Says.
Yeah, that's basically it. To cut for time, I also added in a couple more resistances since I couldn't metagame and give you guys everything. But technically, every turn, its spines will change. It uses a bonus action to charge its spines a different color, and you have to guess what its elemental attack will be. The key to these fights is you have to specify that you are targeting a specific part of its body, akin to Monster Hunter.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. I thought I was being clever when I blasted the water.
If you had targeted the fins, that would have done a lot right then and there.
Okay.
But you made a choice, and it was a fascinating one. But now we've learned.
Because like the things talk about the lightning strikes hitting the water.
Yeah, I don't hate this method of mechanics. It just definitely needs to be. There's some sections of the wording about what transitions each phase of the fight that could be worded a little more clearly. Definitely provide some
Yeah.
feedback on that. But the monster itself is fun. I could definitely see how the stronger versions of this would be a much bigger challenge. But it is Loot Tavern primarily bases their hunts for like 4 players with very like no additional bells and whistles, and the way we like to build characters gives a lot of bells and whistles.
Yeah. Alright.
Still, that is very interesting. I definitely am looking forward to when have said outright they are releasing a guide to how to adapt other like big monsters into this style of combat, like the Tarask and the like.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm very interested in that.
Would
Yeah.
make the Tarask
Yeah,
actually
I
interesting.
enjoy. Yeah. I enjoyed the like extra stuff added to a
Mhm.
fight.
I always appreciate a monster that you can't just keep hitting until it dies.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording now. If there's anything you want to say as a sign off. I thought I would keep the glowing recommendation of Loot Tavern in.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoy their stuff. Look into it. I think there was an article recently that said one of their books was one of the top 10 tabletop supplements of the year. So good on them.
Yeah, and Ryoko's
Damn.
is the second highest kickstarted 5e
And-
thing ever.
Yeah, for about a week there, it was in first, but then Crooked Moon happened.
Yeah.
It is what it
And
is.
Crooked Moon happened.
I mean,
Everything
oh no, we
changed.
got 2 cakes.
Two really
Yeah.
good, two really good cakes.
Yeah, I can't wait for these 2 books. If
We have
anyone from the tavern ever watches this.
we have weeb cake and we have folk horror cake. So very different flavors to look forward to. We got to test little bits and pieces of lots of things tonight. It was very interesting.
Yeah. My stuff was from Crooked Moon, the Plague Monk. That was fun.
That was
Something
funny.
didn't have such an absurdly high constitution.
I was playing the warlord from Kibbles, and probably not a good strong chance anyone is listening, but you guys need to do something because, like, there are certain fights it just feels so bad in.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't work in every scenario.
So, I mean, admittedly, this is like 5 different scenarios that compound into it not being very fun. How to describe it? It is, you know how sometimes you're playing a bard, you run out of spells, and no one's in range of your cantrips, and you're almost out of inspiration. That is how Warlord feels sometimes, but it also has the problem of Fighter, where you feel like you can just do the one thing, and then you're done.
Okay.
It has
No,
that.
no,
It feels like the worst parts of both those classes, at their weakest specifically.
I'd be very curious to see how it would handle other scenarios. 'Cause this is definitely an unusual one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that maybe more ground-based melee combat against one enemy or a few others that can't move as much, it probably would feel a little more in its element.
Ish. The other problem is you give up so much to give people other things, which is not inherently bad, but then it just feels like you're just passing your turn most of the time, and that's
Yeah,
not exactly fun.
It's intended to
Yeah.
be a melee support class modeled after something from previous editions. A neat idea, but definitely not for everyone.
Oh, it needs some refining. It needs something because it feels very pool noodle.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's
I
fine.
mean,
No, this is good.
Nobody's
Now I
ever
know
gonna listen
that.
to this, but if they do, they're gonna have feedback.
Yeah.
I played the very basic
It's fine.
artillerist.
Flawless is great.
New
Although-
Monk, mostly just got, I could had more key to work from, so I wasn't as antsy about using it.
Yeah, the new monks spread actually seems pretty great.
Yeah, the Step of the Wind letting you disengage is pretty great.
Yeah.
Plague Monk.
No, I went pretty basic bitch too. I just picked a ranger subclass that I've never played before and built a ranger because I'm good at building scary rangers.
I put all my shit into my AC, so my HP was only 73 and then 78 with aid, but I put everything I could into my AC.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, if I won't be able to take much damage, but I'm aiming to not need to take damage.
I
Oh,
will say though, Raven, that I did appreciate having 5 attacks where I could hit like the Fist of God.
yeah. One for each
You-
finger.
You never hit any of the attacks I gave you, though.
I mean, 2 of those attacks could have missed also, so
I know.
Having-
It's just
having
the
5
rules.
chances to
Also a sharpshooter included.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if it's the same people who did this, but my friend who ran the Mad Max campaign, she also ran a Monster Hunter themed.
Mhm.
She was using, I think it might have been from GM's Guild or might have been from Loot Tavern, but we used a thing where it was kind of felt similar, where it's like we went through investigating all these signs, and then when we got to the monster, which this is what it was, she did the art for it.
oh neat.
there were actual like Monster Hunter phases, like you had to get on there, break the armor, break the horns.
Yeah, nothing loot. That's not anything Loot Tavern's design, but the mechanics sound very similar.
Yeah, no, she designed this herself.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't be shocked. I know that I've seen a couple Monster Hunter passes.
Yeah. I have all the Monster Hunter board game
It
stuff.
was fun as a
Just no
beast
one to play board games
barbarian
with.
because there was an item in the GM's Guild PDF that we were building off of it, where it was a mask that you could do in large. So it was my lizard beast barbarian going in and trying to wrestle these things that were 2 or 3 times bigger than it, even enlarged.
Okay. I am going to stop the recording now unless
Oh,
anybody
we're still
has
recording?
any... Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I was leaving
You're
in
getting
the
feedback.
feedback. So,
So, all in all, that was very interesting. I learned a lot from that. I'm looking forward to figuring out more of it. Characters were fun. I definitely will flesh this side setting out more in time.
Yeah,
It's
that'd be
not
fun.
my it's not my number one priority, but I wanted to introduce something weird to showcase that this world isn't just all doom and gloom.
Yeah.
It's a fun setting. Like,
yeah.
I am naturally
Thematically.
curious about what time, when it takes place.
I am going to leave that vague for now until I have a better answer. Right now, as of right now, I might say something that I'll change my mind about later.
Fair enough.
I didn't get to use it, but the scar on Mentamore is she got from a weird fucked up monster. Well, a weird monster that she's never seen before or since. And when she metamorphosed, it stayed with her and shifted its shape when she emerged into her Imago state. And now she can turn it into a giant claw.
Of course, a giant vulture would prey upon a big, tasty grub.
Raven showed me the Eldritch Claw tattoo, and that inspired the thing that changed her life for you.
It's very fun.
Okay.
Alrighty, well, I need to be getting off, or I'm going to risk waking some people up.
Same.
Mhm.
All right.
Well,
Thank
that's
you,
good.
Evie.